Okay. Uh,
Mhm.
say, welcome everyone to our service this evening. I'm practitioner Vance Gardner. I'll just be sharing some ideas with you this evening about abundance, as that's our theme for this month at the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living. So I'm going to just start with prayer. So I'm just going to ask you to join me in this opening prayer.
Mm.
So right, we just recognize the living Spirit Almighty, the source of all creation, the source of all that is good, the source that is unfailing, lavish abundance. And I know that this one expresses through all creation. It expresses as everyone within the sound of my voice this evening. And I know that it gives itself as each and every one of us, giving us lavishly as love, abundance, our all sufficiency of all that we require. So, in this awareness, I give thanks for this evening. I give thanks for all who participate. And we just let Spirit do what it does and just allow it to express fully through each and every one of us this evening. So, with gratitude, I release these words to the law of mind that makes it so, and so it is.
So it is.
So, we're just going to have a few minutes of silence, and then I'm going to start the presentation. So, let's go into the silence for a few minutes. Just relax and just breathe easy and inhale and exhale. As you exhale, just release any thoughts that come to you that no longer serve you, that doesn't enhance your life. And as we relax and breathe again, we inhale. As we exhale, just allow ourselves to be fully present right here and now. And as we breathe again, as we inhale, as we exhale, we just allow ourselves to be open and receptive to spirit this evening. So we go into the silence for a few moments. So, And now just gently bring your awareness back to your chair if you are sitting. Just bring your awareness back to wherever you are right now. And when you are ready, just slowly open your eyes. So welcome everyone again. And to start, I'm gonna just share a video. However, the audio quality, the background, the accompaniment is a little loud, so that to hear the words of the song, which contains the message that I'll basically be focusing on this evening, you have to listen carefully. So please bear with us. I'm gonna ask Sandy to share this video.
You've been praying for a change, thinking a little more money will save the day. You've been waiting for a love to validate that you're beautiful and no one can take your place. I know you want more, yes you deserve much more, and more is what we're searching for.
The only thing that we need more of, baby, is you, in you. You've been looking to the heavens for a star, but baby, it's you, in you. The love that you want, the peace that you want, the money, the house, the car that you want, everything you've been looking for. But baby, it's you, it's in you.
You've been thinking that there's gotta be a better way, trying everything you can just to stop the pain. So tired of waiting for a change. What's the use of praying if everything stays the same?
I know that you want more.
I know you want more, yes,
Yes, you deserve much more. And more is what we're all searching for.
what we're searching for.
The only thing that we need more of is you, in you. You've been looking to the heavens for a star. Baby, it's you. The love that you want, the peace that you want, the money, the house, the car that you want, everything that you've been looking for. Hey. Who you are is more than what you see. It's infinite possibility, yeah. So shine your light so you can see. The only thing that we need more of. You've been looking to the love you want, the peace you want, the money, the house.
Sandy, can you hear me?
Oh, baby, it's you. The only thing that we need more of. The world is calling for the joy that's in you, for the love that's in you, for the abundance that's in you. Hey, for the love you want,
Sandy,
the peace you want, the money, the house, the love you want, the peace you want, the money, the house, the love you want, the love. This is the voice of spirit that's speaking to me. This is how it's speaking to me. The love that you want, the peace, the money, the house, the car.
all right, Sandy, you hearing me? Because for a while asking you to stop the sharing. So if you hear me, you can just unmute and say
Yes, my
yes.
eyes were closed. Really, really get into the music and the words. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. All right. So basically, what the song is saying that what we really need is more of the God within us, the you in you, or some of us say the I and I. That is what we really need more of. And when we say our prosperity affirmation on Sunday, we say, my life is already blessed. Yes, I'm being offered so much more. Infinite potential, love, and spiritual growth are just a few of Spirit's gifts. So if we have been given all of this by Spirit, why do we? And what is the issue with wanting more? And the main issue is the consciousness we bring to it. The consciousness of abundance knows no lack. It's a consciousness of gratitude. It's a consciousness that recognizes that Spirit is our all sufficiency. Okay? So that what we require is on the inside. That's where we need to go. On the inside, not searching for things on the outside. Right? And when you search for the things on the outside, you're likely to become anxious. You're likely to worry at times. You're likely to bring this consciousness of lack, which then outpictures as conditions in our lives. And we don't live the life that is worthwhile, that is a life affirming, that is inside of us. So Jesus in Matthew 6, and Matthew 6 is really, if there is one chapter in the Bible that you really need to contemplate, I would suggest is Matthew 6. And in Matthew 6, verses 19 to 33, Jesus tells us that first we should store up treasures in heaven. Now, these treasures in heaven are things that are the most valuable: love, loving relationships, joy, quality time with other people, a legacy of giving of our best, a legacy of excellence. These are not material things, but these are the things we can take with us into what Troy called the fifth dimension, when we live the life from that consciousness of gratitude, that consciousness of abundance and oneness and awareness. We then put into the creative process. We then plant seeds, as Derek Merritt Jones called them, into the creative process, right? And then we are able to, when we transition onto other planes and continue our journey, we are able to take these gifts with us. As Joel said, we take the ability of initiative and selection with us when we put light, love, and things like, and beauty and things like that into the creative process. So that is what Jesus was saying in storing up treasures in heaven. And then he goes on to tell us not to worry. Don't be anxious. right? Because I'm saying worrying can't change any situation, right? And look what Spirit has done for all in nature, for the birds, the lilies of the trees, all of those things. So that it is the Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom, right? So that is what a greater consciousness, a greater expression of the kingdom is what he recommends. And the right useness of the laws of mind to manifest the life that is worthwhile rather than striving for more material things, more, more money, more this, more that, which manifests as things like greed, bad mind, envy, all of these negative states of consciousness, which fulfills no one and doesn't leave anyone feeling uplifted, feeling the joy that is inside of us. So it's all there, waiting our recognition. And Derek Merritt Jones said that the way to do this is to go beyond thanksgiving to thanks living, to live from this place of gratitude, appreciating what's around us, focusing on the good that we desire, focusing on helping others, focusing on being more compassionate, right? Focusing on giving. And then Jesus tells us all that we require will be given to us, right? So that is what we really need to do. So I'm now opening it for comments and sharing from others on this. Oh, Sandy said it's Dennis. Sorry. Did I say Derek? Dennis. Dennis Merritt Jones. Yeah, it's Dennis Merritt Jones. So thanks for, I didn't notice it. In my mind, I thought I said Dennis. So sorry, everyone who heard Derek. It's Dennis Merritt Jones.
When you said it the first time, I thought it was a mistake, but then you said it a second time.
It is still a mistake, even the second time.
Yes,
All right, so comments, sharing from others.
Steve.
Yes, Steve.
How do you reconcile this reasoning that you're laying down now with the part of the song that says, what's the use of praying if things remain the same?
Ah, all right. Yeah. When he said that, he was saying that praying, he wasn't really talking about affirmative prayer. He was talking, if you're praying to things outside of yourself, right? If you're praying with that consciousness of something, of like what Bob Marley said, right? Praise the great God going come down from the sky and so. So if that is your prayer, then things going to more or less remain the same. It's not going to change. You have to pray affirmatively, recognize that the gift is given, and to be receptive, opening yourself to receive.
But, at the same time, when you pray that way, oh God, please get me, give me, fix me. The next thought is a worry. Lord,
Yes.
so where the money coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, them say that this diagnosis deadly, boy, so, and then we embrace, we've forgotten the prayer, and we embrace the worry and the fear. And so, when it says you pray what things remain the same, they're going to remain the same because you have negated it by the thinking, by the negative thinking, and the worry and the fear.
Yeah.
So the whole matter then becomes how we pray. And
Yes.
I don't remember the particular section somewhere in the New Testament where Yeshua speaks about praying amiss, you know.
Mhm.
And I believe that in the context of what you're just saying a while ago, a few words about affirmative prayer as against, you know, the supplication, you know,
Right.
maybe useful. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know if there are any newcomers here, but you know, always mindful that persons might be tuning
Right,
in,
might misunderstand. Yeah.
might be understand.
Understand. Mhm. And it is important, as we said, in our prosperity affirmation, right? Remember, we say that we are being offered so much more, right? So we are being offered it. So we don't have to, as you say, supplicate and beg for it. We have to just bring our consciousness into the awareness that the gift is given and then make ourselves receptive, right? So that is our prayer, to bring our consciousness into alignment with the good that is already given, not begging and beseeching, boy, please, you know? Because if somebody giving you something, you're not going to beg them again. As a matter of fact, on the human side, if somebody giving you something and you're still begging, I don't know, speaking for anybody else, but that may be a bit annoying, you know?
And then when take it back. Or pray.
Some humans would take it back,
Mhm.
you know, but I don't think spirit necessarily operate that way. Is we would then block it. We can block the gift. We can block the gift, right? By focusing on what we do not want.
Mhm.
And whatever we focus on, that is what multiplies into our lives and into our awareness, right? So the thing to recognize is that we are enough. We are worthy. As children of God, we have all of these attributes within us, right? And the call is to live from that consciousness, right? And Jesus, in the parable of the rejected cornerstone, basically what he's saying in that, if you reject the Christ consciousness, right? And keep living, looking for things on the outside and so on. Basically, you're creating a life that is miserable for yourself, right? And you're going to feel crushed and defeated. Right?
Mhm.
So that is why he gives us in Matthew a design for living. That's what he gives in Matthew, you know. Don't worry, happy. And that is why on Sunday, that part of Bob Marley genius, you know, when Bob Marley said, forget your troubles and dance, right? When you're dancing, you can't be worried and things like that. When you're dancing, you must be joyful and bringing that vibration, right, into your consciousness,
Mhm.
right? And it is spiritual, it's application of spiritual law. It said,
Mhm.
let the weak say they are strong,
Mhm.
right? Let the poor say they are rich. You can't, you have to, as Ernest once said, turn away from the condition and focus on what you want. Focus on the joy and things like that. Treasures in heaven, as Jesus said.
You know, you're seeing YouTube. Sorry. Sure. No, Steve. No, I'm just focused here. Hold on. Let me.
No, Carol had put a comment when Vance had,
Carol.
Carol Campbell,
Okay.
when Vance had asked for thoughts, and she said, when you pray, believe that you have received and you will receive. That was her comment. That's why I was asking.
Oh, sorry. No.
Mhm.
From Carol
Which is
Campbell.
supporting your point, Steve,
Mhm.
in terms of praying right.
I don't know if Sunday has the you have referred to the prosperity affirmation several times. It might be a good idea to share it, you know. I don't know if Sunday.
Well, okay, let me look for it.
Yeah.
I have one with it on a single page, if I can share, but I don't
On
know.
a single page. Okay.
You can share it, Steve. I think anybody can share.
I don't know. No, I'm on the, it might not be a good idea.
Give me a minute. Let me just
Oh,
copy
okay.
and put it because I have it. I have the slides for the announcements, and I'll just copy it and put it in it.
All right, cool.
But I just
Yes.
wanted to also say that I remember hearing years ago this whole business of the upward spiral,
Mhm.
this thing of wanting more. That it's quite fine to want more, because that we set a goal, we yearn, we act, we do what we need to do, we achieve it, we feel good,
Mhm.
and then something else excites us,
Mhm.
and then we set another goal, and
Mhm.
we go through the same process,
Mhm.
and
I'm glad you raised that point. But that is acting from the inside, right? Yeah, you wanted more expression of what is inside of you. That yearning for spiritual growth, that yearning for advancement, that yearning to express more love, more light, more joy. You want to do more of that, right? But that is different from the external thing when you're striving for things outside of yourself. So what you want is more of you, more of that God qualities in you. You want more expression of them. That is what you want. And that is on that upward spiral, right? So I'm glad you bring up that point, right? But it's not that we are saying that you must be complacent. I don't want anybody to misunderstand that. But you want to work from inside out to express more of what is inside of you.
so somehow the copy
Right.
the copy from the Google Slides to PowerPoint isn't working so well. It requires a whole lot of editing. So I'm going to need some time to look for
A PDF. Check it.
PowerPoint slide. Yeah.
I sent you a PDF.
Oh, you did? Then what, by email?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Let me just look for that.
Yeah, what I like the point that Carol is making. When we set up these other things
Okay.
outside of us,
Thanks, Steve. Got it.
like just say we make them gods. Like some people say, them can't live without this person. Them have to get this car. Them have to get this and that. What you are doing is breaking the first commandment. You put in other gods.
No other God before me.
Yeah, before the God in you, right? You put in these other gods ahead of the gods in you, right? And I think it's important that people recognize that, and sometimes it leads to adverse consequences. I fact, almost every time when people do that, it leads to adverse consequences. And when people seek to fill the void with drugs and all of these other things, then pile up, because whatever you focus on is going to manifest as conditions in your life. Yes,
Reverend
Reverend
Ann.
Ann.
Mhm.
To go back to a point you just made, that when you express from within the expansion of joy and just living life at a higher level of expression, what happens is that the law now, in return for that expansiveness of joy within you, feel it manifest in your life what that represents physically.
Mhm.
So you
Yeah.
don't have to worry that, the littleness is all. If Jesus can tell us all the Father hath is mine,
Mhm.
consider what the Creator had. And if that is yours, wow, that's unlimited, that is infinite. And that is on the vibration of the expression of joy within your life.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, that is so. That's what we're saying, that when Jesus said to seek the kingdom of heaven and all the rest will be added unto you. That is what he was alluding to,
Empty.
you know.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
Steve or Sandy, you have the affirmation?
yes, I was just waiting for you to
Okay.
share them.
So let us all just open our mics and
Let me
say this
just,
affirmation when Sandy put it up.
here we go. Okay. Everybody see?
Okay.
So
Everybody
God
seeing it?
is
Yeah.
So together, God is lavish,
Lavish, unfailing,
unfailing, abundant
abundant
prosperity,
prosperity.
source of all good,
The
is
source
source
of
of all
infinite
all
good
and
is
good,
infinite
exhaustive.
and
infinite and
inexhaustible.
I
inexhaustible.
wait and place my faith
I
I
in
unify with
unify
and place
with
my
and place
faith
my
in the
faith
that
in
one true
one
great
true
faith.
source.
source.
My life
My
is
life
already
is
blessed,
already blessed,
yet I'm
yet
being
I
offered
have been
Potential,
offered
so
so
much more.
much
love,
more.
and
Infinite
Infinite
potential,
potential,
truth, and just
unconditional love,
unconditional love,
and
I am
unlimited
only
limited
spiritual
any
spiritual
growth
and
growth
all
are
with
are
just a
just a few
few
of
of
Spirit's
Spirit's
gifts.
gifts.
God power
I
me.
am
I'm
open
open to
receiving them
receiving them
all
all with
Born
gratitude
gratitude and joy.
and joy.
The
God
God
The
power
God
made
power made me in
image
its
and
image and
likeness
likeness
in
out
out
the
of
of
earth.
itself,
itself,
and it
and
was
it only
only to
wants to
support
I
me.
support me.
and my
Its
access
plan is to
And
lift
is to
me
lift
into
me
higher
into higher
expression.
expression.
Deep in my
Deep in
heart,
my
I
heart,
know I
I
deserve
deserve
all the
all
good
the good
things in
things
life,
in life,
and my
and my
acceptance
acceptance
of
and
the
the
support
support of
of
the
the
universe.
universe is
vibrant
all
All that is
that is
necessary
necessary for it
for
to
to
continue its
continue
work
its work
in my
in
life.
my.
deserve
I
I
deserve
deserve
true
true
abundance
abundance
my
and
and
financial.
unconditional love.
I
I
deserve
I
deserve
deserve
mental
vibrant health
and good
and good
feelings.
feelings.
I
filled with
I
deserve
deserve
happiness,
all that
happiness,
can give
peace,
and
peace,
and joy.
and
for
joy.
all that
I
is
I
deserve
deserve
freedom,
prosperity,
I
ease in my
freedom,
restored
finance.
and ease
by
in my
my
financial affairs.
all
I
I
my
deserve to
deserve
have
to have
my
my dreams
dreams
come
come
and
true.
so it is.
My heart
My
is filled with
heart is filled with
gratitude
gratitude
for all I have
for
been given,
all I've been given,
all that is yet to come.
yet to come.
I
I
release my
release
word to the
my
law
word
of
to love
divine mind that
divine mind,
always says
always says
yes,
yes.
and
And
so
so
it
it
is.
is. And the author is Reverend Michelle Senegal, our senior minister. Mm.
You know, for myself, when you put this prosperity affirmation with our prayer for the center and the prayer for Jamaica, it
Mhm.
is a good opener for a conversation with anyone who asks what we are about.
Yes,
Mhm,
definitely.
mhm. The only thing I can when people talk about unconditional love, if it's love, can it be conditional? I always ask myself.
Yeah, you see, but that is what
Ah,
goes to this teaching, and we have to be mindful of that,
Yeah.
right? You know, so that's why I use those three examples. You know, the prayer for Jamaica. What do I mean by that? The prayer for the center. What do I mean by that? These things are easily, for me, easily explained. You know, we can get into all the other stuff, you know, afterwards, you know. Because love is love is love is so funny. The reading from Science of Mind magazine either today or yesterday.
Mhm.
Lockhart speaks about
Lockhart, Jim Lockhart.
so many Jim Lockhart, so many different types of love. Whereas in other cultures, there are different words for the different types of love. So when we say love, and that's why I guess through the ages, it has become, the love of God has become qualified, by unconditional, the word unconditional. But I'm with you, but again, we'll come back to being exposed to the science of mind, the teachings of the science of mind and spirit, to elaborate on the discussion. That's my view anyway.
Yvonne Carter says she likes the word I deserve. It is dear for us, awaiting our recognition and acceptance. Okay, so
Prayer
any
request.
other
Are you there yet?
what is that, Sandy?
No, I'm just wondering if you're not a prayer request yet.
One or two comments on YouTube. The truth is, we live in an infinitely abundant universe, so it's natural to desire to continuously expand our expression. That can be a little confusing when we're also advised to be very clear when we pray. We can be very clear on the, let's see the rest of it, without outlining on how. Yeah, we leave the how. That is from Carol Campbell. And Yvonne is with us as well, but she didn't make any comment. So that was from Carol Campbell. She warns us about outlining, so we'll come back. From my view, we come back to those three prayers,
So just explain, Steve, if any newcomers listening online or after, what do we mean when we say outline?
Outline is telling God how. Right. Outline is telling spirit how, telling the divine how, telling Yahweh, whatever name that absolute has, We leave the how to God. Our business is just to be very clear in our consciousness, of the truth that you spoke about earlier. And that's why, for me, those three prayers, for Jamaica, for our Center for Jamaica, and the affirmation is a good conversation starter.
Right. Okay, any other comments? Dawn said that, or treatment, okay.
There's a treatment in there that Anshan wrote for. You can look in the Anshan and Carol Charlton made some comment on, so not on YouTube, on the Zoom.
Open receptivity for Michael R. to his unlimited good. Which
before Michael R. and Dawn, Carol said something that about know ye that is. I like how she put it. You can read Carol comment.
Carol Campbell?
No, Charlton.
When getting becomes a focus, then we are seeking other gods.
No, that is Campbell.
No, Charlton.
Okay.
Remember, there's always, must be meat, she means, meats to eat that ye know not of.
Right. God is infinite. Right? Infinite potential.
Yes.
Right? So when you're opening consciousness to that.
Yvonne talked about liking the words deserve, and I know that came up already, but we really need to emphasize, because I think few of us are really present to our deservedness. There's such a challenge with not good enoughness, unworthiness. And in that space, what we can imagine for ourselves, there's a little thing inside that might say, but you don't deserve it.
Mhm.
So we need
So
to,
the-
as one politician would say, mash down that lie with the affirmation of I deserve.
And the key is to know and accept ourselves.
Mhm.
That is the journey, to know and accept ourselves.
Mhm.
Not our idea of ourselves, but our real self, right? Like infinite potential and things like that. Okay, so let us start with it.
Yes.
Dawn is for health, love, harmony, and what else, Dawn?
Peace, for love, peace, and harmony all over.
And health also.
Yes.
All
And,
right.
can you add me to health, please?
Right. So again, break them down. And Michael R is for what?
Unlimited good which is within. Please, no,
Abundance.
please
Okay.
treat for openness and receptivity for Michael R to his unlimited good which is within. That is abundance. But to be receptive to one's abundance.
Receptive, yeah, receptivity. Okay. Well, in all cases, it's receptivity, you know. God, the gift is already given. so that we recognize that.
Most
So
profound
just-
thing you say all afternoon. Mhm.
Yeah. Mm.
So let us just know it, you know. Spirit, God, Yahweh, that which cannot be described, that which cannot be named, the living Spirit Almighty in itself, perfect, whole, complete. And I know this wholeness, perfection, completeness is at the center of all creation. It manifests throughout all creation. It manifests itself now in dawn, Sunday, and everyone is open and receptive to this givenness of perfection, Spirit giving itself in, through, and as all creation, as Sunday has done. So I know that anything unlike perfect health is dissolved into the nothingness from it. So I know that this perfection out pictures in all aspects of the body temple. I know it out pictures in thinking, out pictures in the consciousness of wholeness, consciousness of perfection. And therefore, all is well. All is well. So I know this. I accept this. And I know that these words cannot return to me void, but they do the work unto which they have been sent. And for this, I am truly, truly glad. And I know that this is so.
And so
so
it
it is.
absolutely is. Thank you, Vance.
And affirmative prayer of receptivity. God, thou source and infinite supply. It is our all sufficiency, ever giving itself, ever giving more and more of itself. It expresses as each and every one of us. It provides all that we require. And in this awareness, We open our hearts and minds with gratitude, in gratitude. Open and receptive, open and receptive. I see this openness for Michael Hart. I see this openness for all who recognize and realize this consciousness of lavish abundance of source. So all that we require has been provided, and so much more than we could ever even think of. So let us just open our hearts with our consciousness, with joy and gratitude to receive, and say, yes, yes, Spirit. It is good. It is very good. Let us release the tears. To that law of mind, that creative process, which multiplies what we impress upon it so abundantly, turning acorn into oak tree, into orchards, ever giving more and more. It is good. And I'm glad that it is so. And so it is.
So it is. Mhm.
I think Dawn also wanted love and peace. Peace and
And
love
harmony.
and harmony. But where there is peace, peace and harmony, they go together.
Dawn is asking to speak up a little, Vance.
Okay, she's not hearing me?
Probably not so clearly.
Okay. Everybody else is hearing me?
Emma, no.
Okay. No, it's just that sometimes, although I'm aware of it, sometimes I fall into it. Like when we're praying, tend to drop our voice and go inside ourselves. You know, that keep speaking out and out. So God is love. The one love, a spirit giving itself as each and every one of us. God is that love that we share, we give to each other, compassion, kindness, gentleness, that caring for each other, that recognition of the power and strength within each other, speaking words to bring forth more and more of ourselves, bring forth more and more of the godness in others. This is love. This is love. And we are love. Because we are expression of that love, which is God. And in this love, all is well. In this love, there is expansion. In this love, there is growth. In this love, we expand our awareness. We are inspired, enthusiastic, and we share it. We share it abundantly, unceasingly. So I know that this love comes to Dawn as she expresses love with boomerangs. The more it comes back to her. And it is good and very, very good. So I release these words to that law that makes it so, and so it is.
So it is.
There is peace in my soul. In this peace, I am whole.
Mm.
It's God hearing me. This is the reality for Dawn. This is the reality for everyone within the sound of my voice. God is peace. And in this peace, there's harmony. In this peace, we see clearly. In this peace, we recognize the divinity in each and every one. In this peace, there is no other. Oh God. So good. I know this peace for them. I know this peace for everyone within the sound of my voice. Know this peace. And all is well. All is well. I release these words, knowing that it is as I have spoken. And so it is.
So it is.
And so it is. Thank you.
You're welcome, Dawn. And everyone else.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Can you just share our announce or remind
Or
us?
so
There are some late requests on YouTube, you know. Arlene Hilton for health, Carl Campbell, gratitude, and Yvonne Chang Oliver was asking for right action for Tony.
For Tony.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, we have to be careful not putting names out in public. So that can't say Tony, so that people, there are many Tonys. Yeah. All right. So health, right action, Thanksgiving, gratitude. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna do health for Arlene specifically. I know I did it for Dawn already. So just recognizing God, perfection, wholeness, completeness, and knowing that this is expressed in true and our creation, is expressed in Arlene. So I know for Arlene that help is God expresses through every aspect of our being. And our pictures has helped in every aspect of our physical body, in every aspect of our thoughts, in every aspect of our affairs. His help is manifest as good and greater good. And there is no place for anything other than God. So I know our consciousness of help expands and increases. And all is well. All is well. I know this. And I speak this. And I know that these words are that no makes it so. And so it is. So in this awareness, that God is all that is, the living Spirit Almighty. And I know that all creation of the infinite self-knowingness of God, of Spirit, in this awareness, I know that right action is established in the affairs of Yvonne and Spirit to guide and direct all activities, who are open and receptive to this direction and this guidance. They know what to do. They know when to do it. They know how to do it by listening to that divine guidance within. And those that walk in the paths of the righteousness of the Lord, all good things become available. And our pictures and lives, they are here. And I know this for them. So I give thanks for the activity of Spirit as right action, knowing everything unfolds in divine order. So I just release these words, knowing that it is so, and so it is. So in this consciousness, I give thanks. I give thanks for Spirit. I give thanks for everyone. And it is all God, in infinite expression. I give thanks for all things in all things. My life is a hymn of gratitude, a song of praise, giving thanks to that which created all of us out of itself, which knows itself as all of us. This is wonderful. This is glorious. I say thanks with joy and deep satisfaction. Let us release these words. Let's release these words. Say thanks, thanks, thanks. And so okay. Can people hear me?
You had faded in the a little bit, but
Okay. So now I'm gonna share some reminders with you.
hold on. Yes, of course, we all know that, at least at this point, I think most of us know that our beloved Denise Creighton made her transition. And so we offer our condolences to her family, Brian, her brother, Joy, sister-in-law, and her nieces and nephews. I believe her Thanksgiving service is the 13th of
December.
Reverend Anne, okay. So that is
That's
something
one, and it's at the temple.
at the temple. Thank you.
Says prayers of love and support for the
Oh,
family. Yeah.
and then the two of them seem to have made a pact, because Jeannie followed a week later. And so
3 days later.
yes, we offer her family our love and support as well. Her children, nephews, nieces, and grandchildren. You know, Jeannie has just sort of allowed her wings to spread and to fly. And
I
it's
don't think
just,
the temple can hold this one, but this is either probably Up Park Camp or university. I don't know.
Mm,
her service, I believe, is on the 12th,
right.
confirmed, right, Reverend Anne?
It's not confirmed, but so far we have heard that it's the 12th, the Thursday, and it is indeed at Up Park Camp. The time,
Harrison Church.
but we'll confirm it and let everybody know by Sunday.
Of course, okay. So our classes continue. They're about halfway now, Evans.
Yeah, and we're really not taking any more students.
Okay.
So we can take this ad off.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And of course, you know, if anyone who would love to share their service as board secretary, we are open to receive that application. Post of board secretary. So, the details of that will be in your email. And I would imagine that our other legal luminaries will continue this wonderful initiative that our beloved Jeannie started, Reverend Anne.
I think they're discussing it as to how
Yes.
it's going to roll out, the
Yes.
time change, and who is going to do what.
Of course, yeah, man. Okay. So it's on hold now, or what?
Well, I wouldn't say it's on hold. That decision is to be made.
Mhm.
But because, well, if you know somebody, let us know the name and the number, and we can pass it on to either Jeannie Slow, and
Okay.
then she'll make an arrangement as to which lawyer will speak to that person.
All right, understood.
The work continues.
Okay. And we have something fun coming up on Saturday, December 21st, 21, from 5:30 to 7. We're going to have our community, I would say, Christmas sing-along, hosted by Reverend Michelle herself. So it doesn't matter whether you are a professional soprano, alto, tenor, or bass, or you're what we call a shower soloist, or you can't tell tune from, whatever else. Persons here, not call any names, but still come and throw your voice into the mix. It's going to be fun. As we spread our holiday cheer, not only in our temple community, but anybody in the immediate community, our friends and family and Kumbala from wherever. Do invite folks to come. It will be a fundraiser, and the contribution is $1,000. And so spread the word, bring your friends and family so we can make a joyful noise. And we're going to have some fun exercises with prizes and surprises. So this is not to be missed, friends. And next Tuesday, our spiritual band healing service continues with Reverend Michael Record. I'm sure he's going to have a juicy topic for you. And we are always welcome to receive your support through your donations, your tithes, and your offerings. So if you feel so moved to give, you might, you can donate at donate.templeoflightcsl.org. And we are very grateful for you and for your generosity and for helping us be a beacon of light for the world. And so now, as you choose to give, you can just, put your hand on your hearts as you are, the other hand is going to be hovering over the donate button, and we say together our love offering blessing. Lovingly I give, joyfully I receive. Be thou fruitful, increase, and multiply. Bless, prosper, and enrich everyone whom you touch, and replenish all of my financial affairs. Thank you, Father. And so it wonderfully is. And now we do our prayer for our center. And let us just say this with love and reverence for the beautiful property that we own together. And that, it's just that oasis in the heart of the city and in the hearts of our own being, just to be physically a temple. Together, the Temple of Light,
Of
Center
light,
for
center for
Spiritual Living,
spiritual living,
is a
is a
sacred
sacred
field embodying our
body of our
spiritual community,
spiritual community,
from which the
from which the
Christ
Christ,
and
peace, love, and joy,
touch to
to
heal,
touch, to
bless,
heal, to bless, to
prosper,
prosper,
and to
and to
liberate
liberate
anyone
anyone who comes into contact with
it.
it in any way.
The light
The
of the
light of the Christ
us,
illumines
our
us,
center,
our center, and our environment.
our spiritual community
It is filled with and surrounded by the presence of God,
and
and is growing from strength to strength. The power of God expands our consciousness of truth, guiding us ceaselessly along the paths of wisdom, spiritual growth, unfoldment, and attainment. We are blessed,
and to
and to God be the honor and glory forever.
And so it
And
is.
so it is.
I know
So
that.
remember, our center is a sacred field. It's more than the sanctuary.
Yes, indeed. What did I do? Oh, sorry, I went back instead of front. So now we're going to do the prayer of prayer for Jamaica. The radiant light of
God's love
is now
flowing
through
us and from us to everything and everyone touches. The eternal light of God's love now completely fills, covers, and surrounds our island Jamaica. The glowing intensity of the light of God's love now interpenetrates and awakens within the hearts and minds of our countrymen and women. The truths of life which set free. The light of God's love is growing and glowing in intensity in the hearts and minds of mankind everywhere. Love, health, harmony, goodwill, peace, uprightness, integrity, joy, prosperity, kindness, and our oneness under God are now established. And so it is. You know, Steve point about prayer for the center and the prayer for Jamaica is well taken and really should note it. I think they are so wonderful that it really introduces us to anyone who doesn't really know us, you know. So it's a point well taken.
Yes, indeed.
So
we are almost 10 minutes into the hour.
Yeah. So let me just give thanks for everyone who participated. And as we go, we know that God is all there is. And we know that God is our journey, God is our destination. So we go leave this service in this consciousness of oneness. So as we go our seemingly separate ways, we recognize we are always connected, recognize that all that we require has been provided and so much more, and so much more.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We are open, we are receptive to all the goodness of God, all that goodness. We just allow it to permeate our consciousness as we live. We say, we give thanks. We give thanks that this is so. And so it is.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
everyone, for participating.
Thank you, Vance.
Okay.
All right, guys. Bye.
I look to see everyone next week. Bye.